So today I'll talk about healthy diet that it's easy to continue. Many of you participated in Atomy Detox Challenge many times or one time at least. And you know, it's hard to fast, right? And once I start the detox program, it's so much work for me. And because you have to fast for the first week, not easy to decide. And also after you complete the detox program, I was thinking how to maintain your healthy diet and your good weight. So I came up with this plan. And also I didn't make this thing, but I put things together to explain easily. So for healthy diet, it is very important what to eat, how to eat, when to eat. And also we need to understand what's happening in our system after eat and after starting fasting by time frame. So as you can see, after 4 hours you ate, you are still in the digestive phase and high sugar, food-filled intestine, fat accumulation. And after 8 hours of meal, digestion is over. So blood sugar starting to return to normal. Time when true hunger begins. A lot of people get tempted by forced hunger. There are true hunger and forced hunger. And time when the body rests. And after 12 hours, meal, you are complete empty state, lack of glucose, time when fat starts to melt and release of growth hormone. And some people might think, oh, we already grew up, we are all grow up. Why we need growth hormone? But yes, we need growth hormone. Growth hormone can make us healthier and sometimes it can make us younger. So you wanna have a lot of growth hormone. And it's time when the body, such as joints, muscles, and skin is newly created. And 18 hours after meal, what happens in our body? The most common intermittent fasting time, fat burning at its peak, increased ketone body, reduced inflammation in the body, and autophagy effects after 18 hours, feeling clearer head and lighter body. And after 24 hours meal, more things happen. After 48 hours meal, it happens, our body is more clearer and generates more damaged cells, things like that. And after 72 hours of meal, the maximum level of stem cell activation, immune cell regeneration. So if you wanna do it 24 hours fasting, 48 hours fasting, 72 hours fasting, good for you, go for it. But we are going to talk about intermittent fasting. And as I said before, what and how to eat are important. So balanced nutrition includes seasonal fruits and vegetables. Everybody knows that, right? Vegetable and fruit. But the order of eating is important. When you eat the same amount of food, the order is very important. You need to start eating with vegetable and fruit first, and then protein, and then carbohydrate food last. In Korean culture, we eat carbohydrate and protein and vegetable together at the same time. And last, eat fruits as a dessert. But actually, it's bad for your colons and intestines because it started to ferment it in your system, so it can make gas, and it's gonna make your food rotten, your intestine and colon rotten. So try to avoid too hot and spicy food, and reduce fried food, and reduce simple carbohydrate and refined carbohydrates such as cookies, cakes, bread, and rice cakes, noodles. It's better to eat whole wheat, whole grains as it is. And no snacking between meals. Remember what happens after 4 hours you ate? So it's better to have at least 4 hours in between meals. Don't put any snacks in between. Don't munch on snacks in between. And this is the most important thing, how to eat. You need to chew a lot and swallow slowly with saliva, because only saliva can digest carbohydrate. But people may chew meat more, but noodles or pasta, people tend to swallow quickly, but you need to eat slow, chew a lot with saliva, okay? And drink enough water, a lot of water, that's important. So when to eat is the most important thing that we are talking about today. 18-6 intermittent fasting is the most common thing and most effective intermittent fasting, other than fasting whole day, 24 hours or 48 hours or 72 hours. But you cannot continue to do that. But 18-6 intermittent fasting, it's doable to continue. So some people do this forever. Of course, you can have a cheating day once or twice a week, because you can discipline yourself until you die, like no fun. But actually, if you follow this 18-6 intermittent fasting, you can have a lot of fun. You can eat enough. So you're gonna eat 2 meals. So you can eat enough. You don't have to worry about too much portion. You can have generous amount of portion, but if you eat slowly and chew a lot, you tend to eat less. And if you eat right by the order of eating vegetable, fruits, and protein and carbohydrate, then it's gonna help to stabilize your insulin. Okay, so this is 3 examples of 18-6 intermittent fasting. Humans don't need to eat 3 meals a day. Imagine if our ancestors long time ago, they had to catch any animals to feed themselves and their families. And I don't think they had the luxury to catch any animals 3 times a day, right? So if they ate once or twice a day, that was it. And that was good enough. And because of commercial companies created 3 meals a day culture, and it spread. So our human body was built to survive and stay healthy with 2 meals a day. That's good enough. So you can start to eat at 12 p.m., the first meal, and probably you can try to eat your meal in 30 minutes or 40 minutes. Take time, eat slowly, and you can have dessert too. And then, so you have the next meal at 5 p.m. So at least you have 4 full hours of empty stomach, not empty, you will digest enough. So if you have the second meal at 5 p.m., you'll finish around 5:30, 5:40ish, and then some dessert. So you can have 18 hours fasting after 6 p.m., from 6 p.m. Or depends on your schedule. you can start the first meal at 1 p.m. and have the second meal at 6 p.m. and have 18 hours of fasting from 7 p.m. until 1 p.m. the next day. Or if you come home late, then you can do 2 p.m. the first meal and 7 p.m. the last meal. If you come home much later than that, then you adjust with your own schedule. What's the benefits of 18 to 6 intermittent fasting? First, weight management, improved insulin sensitivity, metabolic health, fat loss, autophagy, cardiovascular health, brain health, hormone regulation. It's simple, and lifestyle flexibility. So depends on when you have a plan for the weekend, you can adjust your time. First meal you can have later, and the second meal later, or earlier or earlier. So it's very simple to follow, and you can be flexible based on your lifestyle. Okay, and there are a lot of benefits. By the way, I Googled these benefits of 18 to 6 intermittent fasting, and I asked ChatGPT about autophagy. What is autophagy? To ChatGPT, and this was the answer. Basically, autophagy is auto eating system. A lot of you already know what is autophagy, but if you don't know, it's a simply recycling of damaged or unnecessary cellular components of your body. So when you don't eat, when autophagy activates, your healthy and young cells will look for damaged protein or old cells from your body and then eat them up. So it's a recycling and resetting your body system. And there are, I also either I Googled or I asked ChatGPT about 10 benefits of autophagy. Cellular quality control, adaptation to stress, immune responses, cellular longevity. Everybody wants to have a long life, healthy life, right? Cancer prevention, neurodegenerative disease, metabolic health, inflammation regulation, cardiovascular health, aging, and longevity. So autophagy is very, very important. And first time, the minimum time the autophagy will occur in our system is 18 hours. That's why instead of 16 to 8 intermittent fasting, I chose to follow 18 to 6 intermittent fasting. So I've been doing it, not every day. When I travel, I couldn't do it. When I had special plan, I couldn't do it. But if I'm home and no special plan, then I try to follow, and it's very, very doable, easy to follow, and you don't feel hungry because you have full enough amount of food twice a day, and you have snacks, not snack, dessert. So you have no craving for sweets or fruits or anything like that. And ways to speed up autophagy is fasting, of course. So we are going to have fasting. Exercise. You don't have to do excessive exercise. You can, if you have your daily routine, that's good enough. If you don't do any exercise like me, then try to do minimum exercise, okay? And drink black coffee. But if you do 18, so you can have black coffee in between, but with the meal, if you want to have Atomy Arabica mixed coffee, yes, you can, because you can even have dessert. And autophagy supplements, which I will talk about in shortly. And keto diet. If you want to speed up you can do keto diet, but you don't have to continue until you die, like for the rest of your life. You can do it short period of time until you are satisfied with your weight. And what is inflammation? It's a defense mechanism of our system. So we need inflammation, but the problem is there are acute inflammation and chronic inflammation, but the problem is chronic inflammations. Any pains or inflammations, like various health problems, like including autoimmune disease, chronic inflammatory disease, such as rheumatoid arthritis, cardiovascular disease, certain cancers, and neurodegenerative disorders are all studied from chronic inflammations. But you cannot fast very often. So if you follow 18 hours, your inflammation will be reduced. And also there are supplements that will fight with inflammation and reduce inflammation. Vitamin D, fish oil, omega-3, curcumin, resveratrol in red wine, spirulina, ginger, bromelain, green tea extract, garlic, and vitamin C. And the letters in blue, we have Atomy product that contains vitamin D, fish oil, curcumin, spirulina, bromelain, green tea extract, and vitamin C. So you take these products. And so this is my recommendations of eating schedule. So as soon as you get up in empty stomach, you take Atomy probiotics, vitamin B complex, and if you want, you can take inner collagen in empty stomach. And whenever is your first meal, depends on your schedule that you choose, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, or 2 o'clock. I try to eat my first meal around 12 to 12:40. I eat slow. I chew a lot. I try to eat various nutrition, balanced nutrition. So I try to take about 30 minutes to 40 minutes. And after the first meal, I drink coffee or with meal coffee. Personally, I like black coffee. You can drink mixed coffee too. Vitamin D3 with calcium, because calcium helps vitamin D's absorption. And I help zeaxanthin because I use my eyes during the daytime. And smart memory up. I want to have sharp brain. And spirulina for reducing of inflammation, and vitamin C. And of course, hemohim and noni juice. And then during my dinner is around 5 o'clock. If I get hungry, you don't feel hungry. If you feel hungry, you can take apple pannon or red ginseng jelly or pomegranate beauty, things like that. Vitamins or water doesn't count during the fasting, okay? And then after dinner, I will take vitamin C, coenzyme, milk thistle, omega-3, spirulina, vitamin C, hemohim, noni juice, and I'll drink a cup of pure tea. This is my routine, and I recommend you to do it. These are basic supplements that will boost reducing inflammations and give you enough energy and improve your immune system, and you'll feel great. Trust me. And you can add apple pannon, psyllium husk, sopraquin, palmetto, biotin, red ginseng, thymosin, MSM, multivitamin, etc. if you need, as you need. We have a more functional food supplements, but if I put all of them here, and you might say, oh my God, you want to increase your sales value? No, I'm talking about what I'm doing to my system and how I feel. I know. So I'm recommending you to try this instead of doing detox program every quarter or once a year, twice a year. If you want, you can do it. But not everybody wants to fast, right? So I think this is very doable. I've been doing it. It's very, very doable, easy. I don't feel hungry. I feel great. So that's all. Thank you very much.